Teenagers in 2020.
6 episodes made by 6 groups for you, dear listeners. Strap on and don't worry, after listening to us, you will be ready to survive your own vacations in Germany.
We are Class 10b from the Melanchthon-Oberschule in Görlitz and want to tell you something about what moved teenagers in East Germany in 2020. Then let's have a look.
Stereotypes of Germans.
Hello guys, you surely know some stereotypes of other countries. For example, imagine an Italian. What's typical for him? Pasta. And if you think about a Frenchman, you should feel the love in the air. And I'm sure that you can taste the afternoon tea when you have an Englishman in mind. So today we want to talk about stereotypes of the Germans. Do you know something about them? If not, my group and I will say you something about it. I'm Michelle and I will talk with Julia, Doro and Sophie. So let's start. The first stereotype that I heard is that the Germans have the widest variety of sausages and bread. What do you think about it?
I think it's true because every time I go to the supermarket, I see many sorts of bread and sausages.
Yeah, I have the same opinion as you, Sophie.
The second concept that I heard about us is that the Germans fold their toilet paper.
I would say it's not true. In my opinion, it's a myth and a complete silly stereotype.
Okay, those were my stereotypes, but now it is Sophie's turn.
I'm going to talk about the stereotypes that our appearance and success are important to us, and beer drinking as well. I think the first concept is true, because it is a normal thing to want to have a good appearance and be successful. I think it's not only true in Germany. The second stereotype says that we drink a lot of beer. I think this is true because we have a lot of breweries which make different beer, like Malzbier, Radler, and so on. In 2015, the average German drank an alcohol level of 9.6% pure alcohol. So guys, what do you think about the stereotypes? Is there one that you think isn't true?
I think that the stereotype about the performance is not true, because in New York the people spend more time in working.
Okay, and Doro, what are your concepts?
So my first stereotype is that we're disciplined. I think it's true because I read many websites about Germans being disciplined and conscious. And people say success is a big rule for most Germans. The next concept says that we have no sense of humor. That's definitely not true, because many comedy entertainers in Germany fill stadiums and break records. For example, Mario Barth in his program All Men Are Guilty, says the woman. The next stereotype is that Germans wear socks and sandals together. I'm not sure about that, because some men wear socks middle or old age, but it's not true because the most Germans have sense of aesthetic. But now we can listen to an American boy. His name is Matt, and he will talk about what the Americans think about German stereotypes. First of all, I would like to thank you, Nola, and your friends for taking me time to answer the questions. My first question is, did you or have you ever heard one or more stereotypes? Do you think that we apply to us, and why do you think that?
I'd always heard the cliches about Germans that they definitely follow the rules very heavily, a lot more strict. They're very direct whenever it comes to approaching people, and they can make them tend to sound more rude, and the language usually sounds very angry. I think some of these apply to a degree, but it's definitely not as bad as people say it is.
My second question is, what do you think about the stereotype that we are humorless?
I would definitely disagree with that one. I say they have a very good sense of humor. It's just they can be kind of dry. No, I'm joking.
Third and last question, is it true that we Germans are punctual and unfriendly?
I think that is definitely not true. I went on Germany for vacation about a month ago, and they were actually very hospitable and friendly to people that just came up to them. Like, I met tons of people that were just willing to help me and around.
Hi, Miss Franke. Here's Nola. I miss you.
Thank you very much for your participation, and a hug thank you to you, Nola, for asking your friends about it. Julia, what's your theme?
So I talk about the punctuality of German trains, rules, and online shopping. So I want to start with the punctuality. The statistics says that 95% of German trains are punctual. I think it is true because I've never had to wait for a train in Germany. And the next thing are the rules. People say that German has the most regulations of all countries. I don't know if that's true, but I think Germany has many laws and a lot of them are necessary. According to the other stereotype, a lot of Germans love shopping online, but they return the goods often as well. I'm sure that a lot of people in Germany shop online but don't return the things they bought because many people I know are satisfied with them. And what's your opinion about it?
I don't think the first stereotype is true, because every time you wait for a train, it comes several minutes late. They are not really punctual.
I want to say my opinion about the rules. The fact is we have 1,924 laws, but I think Canada or the USA have almost as many laws as we have.
So in conclusion, which guy do you like better? The good-looking, successful, but beer-drinking German, who is waiting for the public transport to be more or less punctual, or the humorless are wearing sandals and socks while eating a lot of bread and sausage?
To make up your mind, care here, meet German people and gain your own experience. We are sure you'll be surprised.
Goodbye!